So these are simple add-on word tracks that you can layer on any sale that you're doing to add on more coverage. I meet with a lot of new agents who are intimidated they're scared of their own shadow, right? They're scared of getting started. They're scared of buying leads. They're scared of needing to sit on every single carrier training call and all the products. They have to learn all the products beforehand. We've got the genies, there's toolkits, there's underwriting guides, there's phone lines, there's all kinds of ways to get answers to product. And one of the things that I feel is that many people don't do is they don't dig into live dials early enough. I heard from a guy, Christo Boldry, you might have seen him on some of our leaderboards. He's a guy on our bigger team. He said on a training call one time, he's like, I want my new agents to watch 10 full sales before they start dialing. And I was like, now, how valuable would that be, right? Get on live dials, just start dialing, practice script, all important things. When I heard him say, I want them to, so however long that takes, he sits on live dials, he watches 10 sales. They're going to see 85, 90% of the objections, the interactions, the challenges that they might come across once they start dialing. And so a big part of that is plugging into live dials, right? So if you're not a part of this online community, if you're not plugging in, understand the concept of lone wolves die alone. Right now, if you do your own thing, you have your own groups, all things are fantastic. But if we're not in this new digital world that we've all subscribed to, because it seems like, everyone's afraid of getting the cold if they go in homes anymore, right? Virtual's the new staple of sales, which is fine if you do it right, if you do good follow-up, if you do good client control, you build rapport, send a thank you card, do some follow-up calls, do follow-up emails, follow-up texts, let that agent, that your agent, you can solidify that sale. But at the same standpoint, in virtual, if you're not layering on hooks into that client, sending them a picture of yourself, sending them a website that's connected to you, increasing your credibility with that client, when someone else calls up and goes, well, I can get you that for $3 cheaper. Don't you want to save $36 a year, Betty? Betty goes, well, if it's dollars to dollars and they don't really remember your name, you spent 36 minutes on the phone, hung up, never texted them back, never emailed them back, your policy is getting canceled, right? So in this world, these are some of the little things that you can pick up, share with your team to try to drastically increase your persistency, right? Because a policy saved is just as good as a policy sold. So plug into live dials, et cetera. So always my focus. I'll cover that, Des. Great question. Yeah, well, I'll do some questions at the end, but there's some few notes I just wanted to rip through for you guys. Selling to build is a concept in regards to sell as much as you can so that you can then fund a business, right? If we are just selling insurance, which is great, and the way Sean used to say it was a much more stronger approach, which I'll say in his, respectfully his words, Sean would always talk about, if you don't build a team, you're going to sell insurance till you die. And there's nothing wrong with just selling insurance. We make a ton of money just selling insurance. But if you just sell insurance, if something happens or you want to take a vacation or you want to take some time off or a family member gets sick or something happens to a child, or you've got to take care of a loved one and you have to unplug from the field and unplug from the virtual environment which you live in, there's no more money coming in. So the biggest thing that I would encourage all of you to leverage is the power that we have to be able to build a business. And I'm sure Marissa covered that in detail at your guys' recent Builders Conference. I was hoping we get some highlights on that, but maybe I'll jump on next week if she covers, some of the notes from that. But that looked like a phenomenal event. Cheers to her for being such a phenomenal leader. And cheers to you all for making the investment in yourselves to go there and get better. But the understanding the concept of building a business puts you in a position where you're no longer just the employee. If you're selling insurance at 30 families a month, that's fantastic. You're a very highly paid employee. But until you've turned around and duplicated yourself and helped others learn the skill set of selling insurance at a high level, where you make a small 5-10% override from teaching them how to sell and sell insurance at a high level, then you've now not duplicated yourself. And that's one of the biggest goals that I think you all could focus on, is you try to set goals to increase your issue paid per rider. Increasing your issue paid per rider is one of the simplest things that you can do by selling accidental policies, selling children's whole life. asking for the spouse in the home, pushing for the spouse in the home. Our office requires that we protect both members of the household, Mary, right? Is Bob there right now? Well, Bob said he's got a policy through the bank. Perfect. I'm sure it's a great policy through the bank. What does Bob pay on that? Oh, I think it's like $7. Is it a quarter, Mary? Yeah, $7 a quarter. That's a policy from the bank, and that's just accidental. Did you think that was a whole life policy that was going to pay out no matter any health situation? Oh, I thought it was. Yeah. So, most insurances, you can see the price on yours. I mean, so as you're role playing, as you're talking to your clients, are you digging for more sales, right? Is it LIMRA, Life Insurance Marketing Research Association? LIMRA says more policies sold per home drastically, exponentially increases the persistency and likelihood that your client will keep your policy with you and not take any other calls or not seek out any other insurance. Are you asking for referrals? Has anyone, raise your hand, if you've offered $100 to any client that gave you a referral that got a policy? Has anyone tried that? Because with your life insurance license, good job, Jackie. Good job, Jackie. Let's go. That's Jackie. And there's 82 of you. So here's a tip. Hey, as you're closing out, hey, Betty, I'm constantly trying to grow my business and look for more clients that I can serve with all the products that we have available. As you can see, I'm a broker and I represent 10, 15 different insurance carriers with multiple products on each one. What we like to offer in our office, right? It's not you kind of like just trying to snake them, right? What we offer in our office is a $100 gift card to Amazon for anyone that you refer to us to get a policy, right? So if you have a list, if maybe you're one of your sons or your daughter or one of your neighbors, right? Do you have any girlfriends, Barry, there in the community that you play bridge with, right? Give me a few of their phone numbers. I'll call I'll be as respectful with them as I have with you. And we offer, how many of our clients that are on fixed incomes would give you a few names from the clubhouse or from the community center for a $100 gift card, right? I know agents that have done that. They've given away $2,200. They've given away 22 referral Amazon gift cards and made 10, 20x on that interaction, right? So we're going to buy leads. Why not buy a referral, right? So that's a simple way where you can significantly increase your IP per home as well as asking referrals. So accidental, downsell, downsell, pivot, add-on, right? Accidental with Mutual of Omaha, up to $500,000, covers husband and wife, one app. I did a husband and wife, 500 each in 7 minutes. I timed myself because she's like, I got to leave for work in 10 minutes. I was like, I'll be done in 7. And I just went as fast as I could. And she spit up information and putting her getting her clothes on to go to work, and you can knock it out, right? Are we downselling to an accidental where we're getting more coverage? Now, Erica, with as healthy as you are right now, the likelihood of you passing of something health-wise is going to be low, right? You're going to the doctor, you're getting checked, you're getting tracked, you're being monitored, right? So the most likely cause of a near passing is going to be an accident, right? Those crazy kids out there texting and driving, fall off the roof, put up Christmas lights, trip on the wood floor, slip in the bathtub, God forbid something happening, but most likely it'd be an accident, right? Erica, right, Mary? Right? Yeah, it'd be an accident. Perfect. So what most people do is they get an accidental policy to put some coverage in place while we're trying to find a product to transition, right? That's if they're healthy. Now they're sick. Now, Bob, it seems like you've got some heart issues going on. You're being tracked, you're being monitored, right? What most people in your situation is, they're not looking to pass it. You're most likely not going to pass something health related in the near future, right, Bob? Right. So what most people do is they'll get an accidental policy and then you go through it again, right? So these are simple add-on word tracks that you can layer on any sale that you're doing to add on more coverage. They get 10, 20, 30,000 a whole life, and you tack on 200,000 of accidental. You've just now increased your policy in the home. You've increased your likelihood to stick. You've added more income for your own family. You've given more coverage to the client, right? So these are simple ways where you can add on more coverage.